Oh, God.
Hush now. No more words. No more words ever again, I dare say.
So splash lands on the dock next to you. Did you? Whoa. Oh. Okay. Walks over here, looks at the Mikos inside. Don't come outside. 10 minutes. Don't come outside. 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes.
Hey, you two.
They stand up.
Get the hell out of here, you amateurs.
Yeah, of course. So they start to back up. And then it's like, he's like, hey, if you ever need some employee, just let us know. They start running past and almost bump into Sho.
Bye, Shino.
Bye.
Ninjas aren't real.
Okay, so we managed to get the guy, I guess. Oh my god, Buru, are you doing okay?
I'll be fine, kiddo. I just need a minute.
Thanks for taking all those hits, pal.
Sorry I didn't do more, and, Buru, using the Tetsubo to kind of pull himself up, goes to pat Junya on the shoulder, realizes how much blood is on him, and just goes, thanks.
I'd say it looks like you did plenty.
looks at this guy's face. Okay. My mom knows. I think my mom can fix you guys up and can fix him up. Do we want to?
No.
Okay.
He might have information.
But he's got hands to write with.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't have eyes to read with.
Suddenly rushing, the, Ayano and Sumie come out and kind of, shuffle around and seeing, Sumie looks, ooh, that's bad.
Him or me?
Oh, what? She turns over to him. Ooh, that's worse.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say, silence is golden. Anyway, Buru, come over here, let me take a look at you.
Well, there are some perks from this.
You feel Sho staring at you just like,
So, Buru knows that she's a married woman.
Christian. I mean...
Oh, yeah,
she's currently trying to master medicine, so...
Yeah, exactly. So she actually has you quickly pull out and mix up essentially a medicinal, a group of medicinal herbs together and kind of grind it up and put it into a cup with some even some of the water that you just... Well, what she does is that she seems to also materialize water that kind of just exists from the floating moisture in the air and forms together and drops into a cup. And then it kind of mixes together, and there's something magical about it. It glows very slightly, and she gives it to you, Buru.
Thank you very much.
You drink it, and you feel perfect. Your body's still torn apart, though. That's just for the pain. She goes in and starts taking care of you, medically, too.
Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, wow.
I made that one a long time ago.
Sumie is finished tying up this man, who is sitting in obvious pain on the floor.
Okay, that's substantially gruesome.
Yeah. Don't look at that.
Yeah, are you okay? I know, followers of the jellyfish tend to be a little on the softer side. Not you, her.
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't get hurt, actually. She kind of gestures over. Ayano kind of took all of the attacks. So, that's... Ayano seems injured, actually, but still kind of fine. That's not enough to take her down by far, and she's kind of just pushing it off. She might have treated herself before coming out. You really did a good job of this, though. She kind of gestures down to that guy.
He was actually shockingly deadly.
Huh.
Like, you wouldn't guess it based on his clothing, but... What was that?
He was also shockingly rude.
Also that.
It seems whoever's sending these fellows after us certainly knows our stories. Shame they should have sent a poet.
She kind of goes down and she samples some of the inky blood that's dripping out of him.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good question. So his face is really messed up. Is it like pitch black, more or less?
Yeah, it's kind of pitch black on the mask, and the insulting tongue lick is gone. She goes and takes a sample, and she kind of like puts it down, and she looks at it a bit, and kind of looks at it closely, and does a few. She basically starts just testing on it a bit, and starts trying to just figure some stuff out. Hang on, I can maybe figure this out. She pulls out a tiny little sampling thing and just kind of takes a dab of it and puts it in a little bag and puts it back inside. And immediately what she does is she kind of does a very small channeling. She channels some holier magic through it, and it kind of starts riling, growing, and trying to snap back, and she instantly cancels the spell, and it kind of drops down right there again, just kind of lifeless. Whew. This is not good. That's dangerous. It's some kind of magic, and it seems to be alive, and I don't know, it doesn't seem to react too well to me or anything.
So this is it. The legendary magic that undoes gods. Can't say I'm impressed.
I wouldn't say I'm impressed, but it is efficient, I'll give it that.
That's 2.
And they have different abilities.
2 that have gone down in just as many days.
Not too shabby.
Got a pretty good track record, actually. Sho says, like, lifting this guy up. Okay, let's, like, lock him in a room somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a shed out back.
Fantastic.
Not any demons left.
Oh, we're throwing him in the demon shed. You know, that place has been haunted.
We have nothing else in there.
Based off some of the tricks that I saw him employ, you might want to consider breaking a few of his fingers.
Okay. Sho walks up, then looks over at her mom and, like, just stops. I'll do it when we're out of eyesight.
Well, I can do it for you if you want.
That's why this is gonna be horrifying.
Burrow just kind of mows. Your mom's great. Yeah. I'll grab him. Burrow kind of like stretches his back, hears some cracking, and then instead of like grabbing this fellow by like the shirt or something, he puts his hand in his mouth, gripping him by the upper part of his mouth, and just starts dragging him. Come on.
That's horrible.
Hey, I could have grabbed him by the lower jaw. But I don't need that falling off.
I was about to say.
Well, let me show you to that. Yeah, she kind of drags him along with you. He just helps.
Oh, miss, you needn't worry.
Yeah, let me just show you the shed.
This is messy business.
Sho sweeps up the blood really rapidly. She's grabbed a bucket and a mop. You realize she actually did used to take care of this temple for a while. Lets out a satisfied sigh and like walks over to the wall. Okay, it's fine to come out now.
She helps you. She takes you in through this building and then around and about and basically sets him up in a shed. You all take him away and begin to run through a list of questions. And after he kind of like, Sume actually momentarily attempts to give him a similar kind of spell to negate the pain, but it seems that you've learned something that, it doesn't seem to work on him. It only makes him more in pain due to the nature of his blood. So that was kind of a toss-up, but eventually he gets comfortable to the point where you start getting him to write stuff. He at the end offers you a contract that he's totally willing to switch sides if you'd have him.
Oh boy, Junya has negative interest in working with this man going forward.
The sooner I never see him again, the sooner that much closer I am to knowing peace in my heart. And
Yeah, Buru just
Okay.
looks around. We're not considering that offer, I assume.
I don't know what this says.
yeah,
The man is interested in...
let's just say me neither and leave it at that.
If anything, it feels like an insult. And Buru's big hand grips this guy's head and just slowly starts squeezing.
Well,
Eh,
now, I think there's one other thing I'm curious about, which is whether this unfortunate young man was visited by our mystery woman.
Ah, that is a good question. Yeah, he lets go.
All right.
So,
Where did you get the ink, chum?
Oh, so yeah, he does mention a mystery woman. His team was contacted by a informant known as Mr. Gray, a name you recognize again. And very similarly, eventually he arranged a meeting where he was given the powers from this woman. And beyond that, he kind of stays quiet about the two of them, but gives you plenty of information on what they look like. He describes the woman as tall, intimidating, and something else about her that screams something more, something older. It's a strange sensation. Besides the woman, the man himself seems to be of a foreign type. The Tentomushi didn't really know much about him. He didn't say anything, but his hair was a bright blonde. His features were probably from the north. He wasn't entirely sure. From what he described, it sounds like a lot of people in Lancia. And beyond that, he knew Tokujin. That's the only other one he really kind of pieced together entirely. It seems that they were the ones that were permitted to know each other close. When you mention a person named Yuko, it doesn't seem that he's in the loop. The only people he knows are those two and Tokujin.
Okay. Well, we need to decide on our next move. Oh, right. Yes, the entertainment district. Show focuses in. We were here for official business, I guess. We were interested in the current head of the entertainment district, I believe.
Oh? Yuko?
Yeah. Do you know the most convenient way to set up a meeting with her?
That's strange. I've gone there before. I haven't talked much. Sumie kind of continues on. I could probably help. I don't know if I should be leaving the shrine, though, at this time.
Buru just kind of nods. I mean, anything would be greatly appreciated. I mean, I don't know precisely if this is how it would work, but just a letter of recommendation or something of the sort would be great.
I think we could do that. I mean, she kind of looks. Did he tell you anything else about her?
Not really, unfortunately. Just that she might have some more details.
I mean, she's very popular. Everyone seems to love her, in the town. The magistrate himself, patrons her commonly to entertain for guests, and I've talked to her in the past, so I don't... She kind of thinks, are you sure it's her?
There's according to the rat, there is a distinct possibility that she is indeed a squid cultist.
And coming from a god, yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good source.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Ayano, do you think I'd be able to go and maybe escort them?
She thinks back on the fight outside for a moment, and then just looks at Sumie and smiles. Yes, dear, I think you're more than capable of doing that.
Okay. Then I guess I could get my stuff and help you there at least and guide you there in official introductions. If Iona writes a letter and I carry it, then that should be enough. Yeah. If you'll have me.
I think it sounds marvelous. It's been far too long since I showed my face in a new place with a nice, shiny letter of introduction.
You being there would be great.
It would make our journey that much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll run off and get my stuff then and we'll get ready.
Yeah, take your time. Baru just holds his sign.
I mean, we should probably hurry if there is bad stuff going on, then if we wait around too long, maybe that'll be bad. We should I think yeah. She kind of considers. I mean, there is a festival going on there soon too.
Show feels something next to her. Junior's power returning and radiating.
How are you doing, Adam?
Oh, me, I'm quite alright. I'm more worried about you.
Yeah.
You took more of a beating than I did.
Takes more than that to kill the bronze bull.
Oh, I'm aware.
Got close, though. I'll give him that.
Sho thinks back to the fight while sipping her tea and just quietly mumbles to herself, I fell off a roof.
There's a first time for everything, hun.
I mean, I've fallen off. Yeah, no, I've never climbed on the roof before. Looks away.
Well, it sounds like we'll be heading out fairly soon. Is there anything you'd need assistance with before we head out, or?
Well, there is one thing. You see, Sumie, has she told you about her frequent, wiggles of moving about?
Her changes between the different faiths?
Mm-hmm. She's, from what she's told me, never really felt at peace at any of those places. She actually comes more from a merchant background, and it seems like she wants to return to that life.
Huh.
And I know that she's been very much wanting to open up a shop in this nearby town, but you know how it is with this society and changing your occupations.
I officially have no right to criticize anyone for turning their back on the faith in favor of pursuing secular means. Sho says, almost empty-eyed.
Indeed, one might as well try to change their natural-born social standing.
Indeed.
I understand the difficulties of taking one life and completely changing it for a new one. It is not easy, and most people aren't on board with it. So, if we can assist with that, happily.
Her initial change from merchant to priestess wasn't her choice, per se. It was made by her father, rather than anything, to give her a better life, but she's just simply not content with where she is. And I think... I see the Mikos here as family. And I think that family should be able to pursue whatever they wish. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried for her, but with a little push, I think she's more than able to do whatever she wishes. And I'm not asking you to help her go and open up a shop somewhere, but I do wish that she could have some company on the way there. Because going alone can be a little frightening.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to do so, and I understand her perspective. It's difficult to be a woman of faith if your heart's not in it.
Absolutely.
Once again, I am the least qualified person in existence to comment on this exact train of thought. But at the same time, if she's your family, then she's my family too, so I wouldn't do anything less for somebody of my own flesh and blood.
Over snuggle show again.
Show limp, same expression.
I knew I could trust you.
She's mouthing very slowly to Junia, help.
He smiles back serenely.
Though, at least I think you should rest here for the night. You took quite the beating, all of you.
That would be nice.
I could use some time to dry out, I suppose.
Julia returns, everything loaded up and ready to go, like she's gonna leave tonight, and it's just like, okay, I'm ready.
We're leaving in the morning.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me go unpack.
But on the positive side, you're ready in the morning.
Fair. She just leaves the stuff over here in the corner next to the chests.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, well, I'll be ready in the morning then. I gotta still go and finish some stuff up then if we're staying. Good luck.
Yeah.
I sort of know what it's like to be like that. Really excited to start a new journey or a new phase of your life. You look at Sho, you try to imagine excitement.
Cannot relate.
She just stares straight ahead.
Cannot relate. But, hey, Master, would you like me to prepare your bed?
Yes, indeed.
Alright, which way are we? Are we gonna be in the, right wing, the left wing? Which one?
There's other places where you could be. Essentially, you get to stay in one of the side houses on the outside.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'm gonna set us up over on the left side house. I think that was the one that he touched. That was the one that the ladybug guy touched the least. So I'm gonna go set things up over there, and then it goes from like a confident stride to a just tired fucking.
Buru, Buru's like, well, it's probably about time to head to bed, if you don't mind. And then, before he heads out, he just pats Ayano on the shoulder, and then leans in. Out of curiosity, how's the jellyfish swordsman doing?
Her expression... She's still smiling, but it's a bit of a sad smile. He's alive, still.
Well, that's good at least. He just like tightens his grip on her shoulder, just like as a show of support, and nods. You ever need anything? Joe, you shouldn't stay up too late.
She spit takes her tea into the fire.
With the departing of Buru, you kind of stretch a bit. Gosh. Oh, putting on a tough face is good, but man, the medicine's starting to wear off a bit and you're kind of hurting again.
He just pulls out one of his little bento boxes to try and help.
Taking a snack, you head off as, again, night falls and you rest for the rest of the evening. Standing ready to go, Ayano finishes a rite of essentially healing. She prepares, gives you all a prayer of good luck on your way out, and you all are blessed and ready to go. Another journey ahead of you. Not too far from here lies the town. And once you arrive there, you may find yet another one of the squid's arms. 2 down, who knows how much more to go.
Well, I'd be lying if I said this wasn't, damn it. She runs forward and hugs her mom!
She grabs her and holds her up like she's a baby.
Oh, no, not again.
And look, now that you're back in the country legally, you have no excuse to not visit me as often.
I'll write. No, yeah.
All right.
Yeah! Plops down.
She wiggles.
Show does too. She pulls up her scarf and just starts to kind of walk away. Okay, we're going now. We're leaving on a really important. This journey is really important.
Oh, and Sumie,
Yes?
you're going to do fantastic, darling.
Yeah. She kind of steps off and kind of takes the lead then. Okay, I know a pretty quick way to town and everything like that, and we've got the letter, so we've got basically everything we need. She begins taking steps forward.
Hey, guys? Question. Do you think I'm a disappointment? Like,
I haven't known you long enough to say.
fair.
Whoops.
Shoku, never think that again. Did you see your mom's face?
I mean, that's more like a sympathy thing. Like,
Nope, that was not.
No.
That was
No
not
matter
sympathy.
what, I don't think I'm capable of disappointing my mom, but that kind of stinks in its own way. For the people, I guess, who have known me for I don't know, day or two, kind of grins over at Hideo, and you guys who have known me longer, is this okay? Am I okay?
Yes.
I don't think good, and I don't know how to express things, but that all right?
All I
kinda-
can say, all I can say is that you were a very important part of my life, and that I feel richer for having you be a part of it once again.
She nods and just kind of walks forward with that. Okay then.
Sumie kind of stops again and kind of looks. I know you don't know me too well. I've only heard about you much in stories and a little bit, but from what she says, you kind of seem inspiring to me, at least a little bit. I think you're fine.
Sho blinks and genuinely thinks about all the times she burnt her mouth on eating marshmallows, the time she rolled and fell off a roof, and her head quizzically tilts and she very genuinely says, no. But thank you.
No. Facts are facts. You do make mistakes every here and then. However, you acknowledge that you can't do everything perfectly and that you do make errors. A lot of folks don't do that. A lot of folks never learn that. I think that's a very, very telling quality.
Sho nods. She definitely, I think specifically using the language, not many folks learn that. She's like, nice. Actually quietly to the side.
And I think I could learn a thing or two from your whirlpool technique.
I got so much water in my mouth, I still feel sick.
Oh, actually, that does remind me. Here you go. Hands over the floaties to Show. I told your mom that you were working on that whirlpool technique, and she figured it might be useful.
She takes them and storms off ahead.
She says she loves you.
All of those steps forward. One more. You finally reach the bottom of the stairs and begin moving on once more. Making that journey, heading off. A bit of refound confidence and a journey ahead. You finally know what you're here for, back in Raoji, to essentially save it. And that journey now, you could say, truly begins. A woman sits, writing in a journal. The journal is near complete, but yet unfinished. She wanted to finish it before the end of the week. After all, she might not have a chance to after that. Regardless, she takes the pen, puts down, and writes the final few chapters of her inspected life. The chapters of a boring, terrible, droll life. One that she hates, yet one that she lives proudly. She puts an end on the sentence, thinking for a moment. This is just for her, but regardless, she wants it to be perfect. Perfect for her, at least. She doesn't really care what perfect means for other people. She has her own definition, and she'll follow it. And unfortunately, it seems that the words have stopped flowing for tonight. She still has a few days, but regardless. She closes the book, puts the pen down, and she waits. After all, she's been waiting for a bit after she got the missive. And she basically wastes her time there moving around, looking around her room. Everything has been organized. Everything she could possibly do to just pass time here, make her room look perfect, be perfect. She's already organized it so many times before. Mostly empty, mostly devoid of just about anything besides the essentials. And a little beauty. She sits down again. She didn't really write too much about how much she hated this room, so maybe she'll get to that. She dips it in ink again when suddenly a knock at the door. That's a bit of a strange knock on a paper door, but the guy who moves through there isn't too familiar with these. He steps through.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Glasses on. He steps through. Hey. She, kind of turns her head slightly. You're late. Yeah, sorry, I gotta be in 3 places at once right now. She kind of rubs the back of his head. I've gotta inform you, I've gotta inform Seiko, and I've gotta go talk to Zaimon now, too. Everything's going to shit. She kind of puts down the pen very simply, and, well, what is it? He kind of just stands there a bit unceremoniously, just kind of tapping his fingers together and counting something. It's been about a few days since, Tokujin died. She looks. Tokujin's dead? She doesn't seem to care too much. Neither does the man talking. Yeah, but also, we've lost contact with, the other one. The ladybug bastard, whatever his name is. I don't really care about him. She kind of looks. Tentomushi. That's how you pronounce it, okay. He kind of moves over to the side and just kind of, like, stands next to the bed a bit, looking out the windows and making sure no one's in the area. Both of them are either dead or gone or captured or whatever, so everything's in risk now. I've been moving around trying to inform everyone. Emon Jagara's a little impatient now that they've been fighting. We might need to speed up this ritual of yours. She stops a bit. I'm afraid that's not possible. This has to happen exactly when it happens. You need to be patient. She kind of just stands there a bit, contemplating. Right. Don't know about all this stuff. All of these rituals and all that. It's not my business. As long as you get the job done, that's fine. And he kind of looks... You do have what you need to get the job done, right? She kind of finally turns to directly face him on the pillow. I can do my job. Thank you for informing me, though. I'll make sure to be ready. Yeah. I would stay to help you, but again, gotta be in multiple places at once. He kind of steps back a bit. Be careful. He pulls out an envelope wrapped with string, and he tosses it down to the floor, landing right in front of her, and she takes it. She pulls one of these knives on the table, rips it open, and takes a look. A few pages are inside. That's the list of people coming for you. At least, that's what we've got. I had to hunt down a few rats to figure that out. He starts to step back and head. I'm a very busy man, so just... If you need anything, get me... You got about, like, a few hours. Any questions? I need to get ready, though. He starts stepping out again, and making his way to the door. He slides it open, and she calls back, Mr. Gray! He stops a bit and looks behind him. Yeah? I don't think that'll be necessary. She stops a second. As she looks down, she stares at some of the pages. She sees the people she's fighting. And for a moment, she feels excited again. I think I'm well equipped to deal with these people. Go on and warn the others. I can take care of things here. Are you sure? Yes. Suit yourself. He kind of secures his weaponry and starts taking steps out, moving quickly to go to the next destination he's required to be at. As she stares down again, she looks. All of them. Very, very interesting warriors.